Good morning. My name is Ken Merbler, and I'd like to introduce a series of sales tips to share with you as to become part of your sales coaching and sales training, and really the idea is to improve your sales skills. Before we get into a tip though, what I'd like to do is just introduce a subject to me is very important to lay a foundation, and that is sales versus marketing, or sales is not marketing. So when we think of marketing as an example, we think of the 4 P's. We think of product, we think of place, we think of price, and we think of promotion. So the product is the design of it. Is it marketable? Can we sell it? The place is where in the heck are we going to sell it? What's the distribution? The price is, can we make any money? What are the margins? And lastly, of course, the promotion, which is advertising, branding, etc. So that's marketing. Let's look at sales. What's sales? Sales is the transaction between you and I conveying a product or a service for some kind of price. And that product or service has got to have value for that price to be paid. So there's a big difference. So we don't want to get confused in that. And I think that's a misconception that's been developed at business schools, to be very honest. So let's transition now to a tip. And this tip is really based on what kind of person, a salesperson, do you want to be, and what kind of salesperson do you want working for you? There are 3 kinds of salespeople. The first one is the one that makes it happen. This is the man or the woman who has the courage, the leadership, the listening skills to make it happen and to lead your sales process and eventually generate the sales you want in your group. That's number 1. Number 2 is the salesperson that watches it happen. They're somewhat prepared, but they really haven't thought through it. And they're basically with the team trying to figure out how to do the sale, but they're not really being that proactive. So that's watching it happen. And they take some orders, that's middle of the line. The last one is the person, the he or the she, who wonders what happened. This is the person you really don't want. This is the one that is really an order taker. It has no courage, doesn't answer the questions about the product or service to the client, and generally just glides along and takes advantage of the upticks in our market. So today we've talked about the difference between sales and marketing. Remember, sales is different. It's a transaction, and we need that person doing that transaction. Marketing is defining the product, the price, the place, the distribution, and advertising. Big difference. Don't get those confused. So in the end, as we look at what kind of salesperson we want to be, and the difference between sales and marketing, now we have a foundation to go forward. And I would like to end this by saying, if you have any questions, in summary, please send me an email at the email address below, and I look forward to talking to you and chatting and increasing our sales. Now go get them. Go sell.